3rd district of Budapest has one of the longest history of all that goes all the way back to the 1st century. Today we are going to explore this historical part of Budapest and see why is it worth to visit. So let's go and explore it together. The 3rd district is the 3rd biggest district of Budapest with almost 40 square kilometers and the 2nd biggest in population with 125,000 people. To buy a new flat in this district, you have to pay a little more than the Budapest average prices. The average price per square meter here is 1.2 million forints, and if you want to rent a flat, the price of it will be 250,000 forints per month in average. Okay, so now we know all the important informations that you have to know about this district. Now let's go and really explore it together. The 3rd district is known for the suburban railway line H5 that goes along the district all the way to Szentendre. With this vehicle, the most important places of today's video is within reach, so I'll let you know every time the closest stations. There are many other lines as well that you can use to reach this district. For example, the tramline number 1 terminates here, or the tramline 19 is also an important one here, which goes along the Danube and gives you a beautiful view to the Pest side. We start our journey at the Kolosy Square. This square is located directly on the district border, and from here starts a nice street full of shops and different restaurants, for pedestrians only. At the end of this street we will bump into some old ruins, and that is the Roman military amphitheatre. This amphitheatre was built in the 2nd century and was able to let in 6,000 spectators. What completely amazed us was the fact that the size of the actual arena is bigger than the Colosseums. How cool is that? This place is completely open for the public for free, and in September there's an annual festival called Amphitheatre, and this festival shows to the audience how the Romans lived and trained here. So if you're interested, I will leave a link in the description down below about this festival and you can check it out. A few minutes distance we can find the synagogue of Óbuda, which is the oldest one in Budapest. The building was built in the 1720s and was rebuilt 2 times. After the World Wars it became a textile museum. Soon after it became the property of the Hungarian television as a warehouse. It returned to the Jewish community in 2010 and they started to renovate it in that year, which gave it its current appearance. After a little walk, we arrived to the Szentlélek Square. This square was once the historical center of Óbuda, but today it is much smaller and almost one with the other square next to it. The main attraction of this little square is the statue of the Holy Trinity, which was placed in memory of the victims of the plague and in order to avoid similar disasters. Moving a few meters forward, we arrive at the Fő or main square of Óbuda. Here we can really feel how old this district actually is. This cobblestone square is surrounded by old buildings. One of them is the city hall. The name of the district, Óbuda, in English would be something like Old Buda, which really indicates that this place has a long history. Óbuda was a separate settlement until 1873, when it merged with Buda and Pest, creating the city we know today, Budapest. A few steps from here we can find the Zichy Castle. The Zichy family was the possessor of Óbuda from 1659 for almost exactly 100 years, and they built this baroque castle in the 1740s. Today 3 museums operate in the building: the Kossuth, the Vásárhelyi, and the Óbuda Museum, where you can learn about the history of this district. If we walk a little to the inside of the district, we arrive to one of the biggest parks of Óbuda, the Flórián Square. This place is really fascinating because of the contrast of the old and the new. In the 1770s, during some constructions, they found the ruins of a Roman public bathhouse, and later on during the 20th century, more of the parts were discovered. The museum is accessible from the underpass, which makes this place very interesting. Sadly, this place is closed now. In the underpass, we found many ancient memories as well, so I really recommend you to check out this special place. And while we're here, we should get something to eat. So we stopped at the lángos place that is known as one of the best one in Budapest, and from the crowd we already knew that it's going to be a really good one.
If you find my videos useful and enjoyable, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out any other videos like this in the future.
Smash that like.
Yes, smash like, subscribe. Thank you.
Traveling one station with the suburban railway and walking a few minutes, we arrived to the Quay Bridge to the Óbuda Island or Hajógyári Island. This place is mostly known because it is the place where the world-famous Sziget Festival is held every year. Other times of the year it's just a green area where we can wander around and enjoy the fresh air. We had a wonderful time here. The weather was pretty weird. First it started to snow, then it was sunny again, so it was very funny, but we knew for sure that we will come back in spring to walk and maybe have a picnic here again, because this place is just so beautiful and calm. Traveling another station or walking a few minutes, we arrived to Aquincum, the place where the biggest Roman museum can be found. Next to the street, you can also see some reconstructed aqueducts, all to remind us the long gone times. We have one last destination in this district, Békásmegyer. Békásmegyer is the other half of the third district. It was an independent city until 1950, and today we're here for a specific street, the Templom Street. This street can be found in the part called Ófalu, Old Village, and this place truly feels like it's a village somewhere far from Budapest. It's so unique and calm, I truly loved walking around here. If you also would like to experience the diversity of Budapest, I really recommend you to visit this little part of the city.
Now we're heading back home. That was all I wanted to show you about the third district of Budapest. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And that's all I wanted to say. See you in the next one. Bye!